But here's the thing. The Archmage is an intelligence hero, so it regenerates mana like way faster, especially with Brilliant Aura. Now, if you have Firelord and Archmage, the Firelord actually benefits from the from the Brilliant Aura, and then can summon more can summon more lava spawns more quickly, as well as perhaps use a secondary spell like Incinerate or Soulburn. If you ask me, I think Incinerate is a much better spell than Soulburn because you're talking about early game use of the Firelord, meaning that most, unless you're playing Auric, in which case I wouldn't recommend the Firelord at all, in most cases you'll be fighting low HP units, let's say ghouls or archers or footmen, and so the Incinerate actually will do a lot of damage because, of course, if you guys know what Incinerate does, it basically makes a unit into a little bomb. Will detonate upon the unit's death, dealing splash damage to the units around it. Pretty cool. So, the Firelord is good, in my opinion, in Human Mirror, because he offers a variety of uses. First of all, he's a good ranged damage dealer. He's an agility hero, meaning that he attacks relatively quickly. He has Incinerate, which can, in effect, really... It's a little bit of AoE, it's a little bit of extra damage, because each time you're hit with Incinerate, you take an extra point of damage by other attacks. It's very math-oriented, but it can stack very, very well. His third ability, Soulburn, is pretty freaking sweet also. It's like silence, and I don't know, it deals damage over time, and it's like a silence, you can't cast spells. It's pretty cool. And that's really nice against maybe the Blood Mage or a Paladin or a Mountain King. So, yeah, good stuff all around. The Firelord's strengths lie in rushing or quick, tier 2 pushes. This is the case because all of his spells can be dispelled. I'm not sure about Incinerate, but I know that Soulburn can be dispelled, and I know that, of course, the lava spawns can be dispelled. So, as soon as your opponent gets a nice amount of priests with, their adept training, then your lava spawns are pretty much in the shitter. And there's really no... I don't think the Firelord is... I don't think Incinerate is good enough to give it priority. Like, I don't think you should get the Firelord for Incinerate. I think there are better spells and better heroes to get instead of the Firelord in that situation. And so, without the strength of lava spawns, I don't think you should use the Firelord. But you can see in this situation, this game that we just watched, Todd was able to put the pressure on his opponent towards the end of Tier 1. He was able to make his opponent call Militia, lose a little bit of lumber, definitely slow down his Tier 3 tech, making him choose between his tech and a Sanctum. And then also, with the Firelord, it was a great compliment. It helped him to carry on the push, and then also it actually made him get the Mountain King as a second hero to help him, carry or help him protect against the push, as he couldn't make it to the tavern. So all in all, it was a good, pretty freaking good choice. I like how that he used the Firelord as a containment method. And, look at this game. He didn't use any towers, there were towers in the base, but he did an offensive tower. So then we get to weaknesses. And I think I've already kind of talked about it. First of all, he's a low HP agility hero, meaning that he should have higher armor, but he doesn't, and he's very low HP. His strength is his lowest category as far as attributes go. And so, with Stormbolt and with Focus Fire, he is very killable. Easily killable. That makes it a big problem in the larger Tier 2, Tier 3 battles, where you're talking about multiple knights, maybe griffins, definitely a Stormbolt, water elementals, maybe even Blizzard. It's it's a bad situation for the Firelord. I would say put a health pot on him, or give one of your other heroes a Staff of Sanctuary so that you can staff him out when he gets into trouble, which he probably will be. His lava spawns are very conspicuous, and they are also low HP units. Definitely protect your fire spawns or your lava spawns because they will be focused. Now that can be a blessing in disguise, however, because if they focus your units, your lava spawns, that means you can just run them around. Your opponent's units will be running around, and that will give you free hits on your opponent's army. Good stuff. Also, it may be the Mountain King will waste a Stormbolt on your lava spawns. That's fine, because that means that a footman's going to live because of it. Good stuff. Secondly, his mana pool is the Suck. Even though, his intelligence attribute is almost as high as his agility attribute, it's no contest. His mana pool is horrible. He can cast 2 lava spawns, and then he's pretty much drained of mana, and his mana regen isn't that great. Now with